Hi, I'm Robyn Humphrey, and I'm the owner of Zen Impact Fitness. I teach runners how to run holistically. I met my husband 25 years ago in a gym. We were weightlifting, and it was back in the era of step aerobics, and he was looking at my butt, actually, and I didn't like him. We had a mutual friend introduce us, and I had a major attitude because he was looking at my butt, and he was like, don't wear the thong if you don't want dudes looking at your butt. Then another day we were introduced to each other, and I was really friendly, feeling great that day, and he was rude back to me. We got off on this really strange path. Ironically, after months of getting to know each other in the gym and sharing workouts and whatnot, he actually got up the nerve. We had this first date, and I thought we'd just be friends, and I actually fell in love with him that night. So initially, Chris seemed larger than life, about 6'2", big guy, lifting in the gym. He seemed too attentive. Imagine that. I was my own person and really confident, and I didn't need anybody. When we started to date, I realized that breaking that down and allowing somebody to care for me and support me was a really beautiful thing. He was the first person I shared my vulnerabilities with. 6 months later, he asked me to marry him without ever really discussing it with me. It was some kind of crazy. We've been married for 24 years, and I have a high school senior, just graduated, getting ready to go to Michigan State. Even though I've been blissfully married for 24 years, it is not easy. There's a lot of negotiating, and there's a lot of being present and not being embarrassed about things that happen. You really have to open and share and let go of the ego, and then allow yourself to like each other. Love is great, lust is great, but it's a really wonderful thing if you like your spouse. He continues to be the saint in my life every day. He's the kindest man that I know. He's not a yogi himself. I wish he was. He's a golfer. One day I'm going to get him in there when he can't pick up the ball out of the cup. For now, he's just the best person I know on this earth.
I'm Chris Cuevas. I'd like to tell a story about how I found yoga and meditation. Start back in the 80s when I started working with bands. Primus was one of the first bands I ever worked with, doing tour management, and that kind of opened up a whole career for me in the music business, working with bands.